Good morning, good morning, good morning. I was going to sing you guys a song, but I just couldn't get the headphones in and the timing was out and then I was on the screen. So, good morning, big bro.
Morning.
How
It's
we,
been one of those mornings. It's like trying to catch up.
yeah, and let's talk about that. We can definitely cover about that catch up because I have got a valuable lesson about catching up, and especially with doing the 75 hard challenge. So let's definitely catch up on that. Good morning, everyone. Pull up with your morning bevy this morning. I didn't get the notification. Why did I not get the notification? Sorry, team. Sorry, bro. Usually I get the notification to share, but has it not gone live yet? Is the question. I don't know. No, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. There. Good morning, team. Who's on this morning? Oh, good morning, Cassie. Morena to the twins. Morena Macy. Morena Cleo. Sorry, I just want to share this because you know that this is the drill. This is how we're going to reach. Everyone's going to feel the good vibes because we just got to share it. If you feel like sharing this video because you're a GB or a GC, you just figure out whatever those abbreviations are and then do that because everyone will get to feel these good vibes over lockdown as New Zealand changed to level 3, eh? The rest of New Zealand.
Yeah, I actually saw a very funny meme yesterday about that.
What was it?
Of a Māori guy, and he's got like it's almost like a split screen like this.
Yeah.
Like you would be this group of say high school students, and then the Māori guy, and they're all looking at him, and he just brings up a Big Mac, opens it, and starts eating, and they're like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a few grumpy people because they're not going to get their takeaways yet. But that's okay. We can wait. And if it's on your 75 hard challenge, then you don't need it anyway.
I tell you, I'm saving cash because I am not buying coffees and pies and
is that I grateful for all our essential workers and everyone that is, and all of these times. But yes, I agree with you, bro. Saving money. Like I was like, I haven't put gas in my car for the last 2 weeks. Oh.
Yeah.
When? Usually my car's on petrol light, but when I went to the supermarket yesterday, it wasn't because I haven't been driving. It's definitely those little wins, eh, bro? It's definitely those little wins.
100%.
I was gonna say, so what have we got on for today? What should be
taught in schools that isn't? You were talking about this yesterday, so you can lead off.
I think me and Fee were having a conversation about it, and as a step parent, as a I don't know, a responsible adult, as you will, this is a question that, and because I've been studying as well, and all the online learning that I've been doing is like I didn't get taught this in school, not the specific stuff, but how to understand the system when you're only supposed to be taught a certain way, and there's everyone else gets it. I was the kid that was the one that didn't. I would challenge the teacher at what they were saying because I would have a different point of view, not the wrong answer, just a different point of view. And so this was a thing that I was like, are they still doing that same thing at schools now? And if so, what is it? And if you could change it, what would you do? And if you had to incorporate something, bro, into the kids' learning, if you've learned anything in the lockdown from their teachers or what they're learning at the moment, what would be some things that come to mind that you think would be beneficial for them? That's the whole discussion that I kind of am having, is just what do you think would be more beneficial for them?
It's going to sound really old school of me, but most kids don't know how to write anymore.
Yeah,
because they're so used to devices and texting and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
that I've been watching. Like I've just been watching my kids, and I don't know how other parents feel, but I've been watching my kids, and like they've, even Ayla, who's 10 next week, still gets, is a pretty competent writer, but sometimes gets the wording backwards. It just doesn't flow. And I remember being back, 7 and 8, and I could write not pages, but I could write good sentences and understand how a sentence flowed and how to actually write it.
Yeah.
And like I was watching Soul yesterday, and he was having a complete meltdown because he just doesn't understand what writing is, because we're so used to being on here doing that. So I think, and I don't know what the curriculum is at the moment, but definitely going old school writing.
Like
probably...
so, but like not being the negative person, but just looking at it from a different point of view. Like we got brought up in a generation where handwriting was like they were strict on it, and you did it like every morning you'd have to do all your A's, big A's, little A's. I remember, and then having to put a finger for the space to make sure you get the right spacing. And then if you think about our parents, they got brought up even more. Is that me?
No, that's the blinds going up.
If you think of it like the generation before that, they probably had even more stricter. So if we're going down the generations of writing, but like no one stopped when devices were invented, and we're like, okay, well, it's developed, if that makes sense. Like it's a hybrid version. What's the hybrid version of that? Is it typing? I don't know. But that's just my point, my angle on it, because I'm like, well, technology is not going to slow down. So if we were going to encourage them to write more, is it? Yeah, and like you said, Sol was having a meltdown because he doesn't understand the concept of it, but he could probably tell you the letters on the keyboard, right? Like and so like
I think it's a lot. I think one of the aspects of what writing can teach you is the inventiveness of being imagination. With typing is just as good. I'm not fighting on that at all. But I think with the imagination of doodling and that's that type of stuff. You ever look at a lot of hip hop artists, and people who write lyrics. They don't generally do it on a notepad. They generally do it on a piece of paper or back of an envelope, and they're jotting down lyrics and stuff like that. So I think the expression and being able to bring that out I think is starting to be a little bit lost, and maybe that's where it needs to go a little bit. But I definitely think handwriting, though there's been some really good points
definitely
budgeting, and that's probably, I would agree with that as well. I wish people taught me about taxes.
I need to learn that stuff. And so we've got kind of like a cool little system at the moment where the boys are earning points, and everything, their daily chores add up to the points. They want a PS4, so they're not just going to get the PS4, but we've built this point system, and I feel like it's more motivating to them. Like this is even more buzzy that I was like, wow. Fee could tell the boys to do something 50 times, and it would take the 50th time for them and her yelling to, or like, raising her voice for them to listen. She'll text them, they'll get up straight away. And I was like, did that just happen? Like, did they just respond because that it communicated better to them? I don't know. It's just real trippy. Even I can, like Chuck, she's going to be a teacher. If there's other teachers that are listening and want to put their 2 cents in and what they think, definitely put it in. But like, it's crazy how the times are changing, and like things like learning the budgeting and all of that, like that's beneficial. Like I didn't get taught any of that. We just get told that our parents do all that, right? And you can't ungrateful because you're ungrateful because they have to do that.
Gee, I wish they, and it's the hard thing is that stuff like taxes and understanding how mortgages work and all the rest of it. It's actually a simple process, but it's the way it's worded and presented can be quite complicated,
which makes it scary, eh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I mean, I was saying to the guys last night, I've got an email from my accountant. I don't want to open it up. It generally means I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? And it's like that. I was like, ooh, and it's also probably going to cost me money just to open up that bloody message and then reply to them as well. So it's just those little things that I think are incredibly important, especially if you want to go into business and that sort of stuff. I just don't think that stuff is impressed upon as it probably should be, because if you get that wrong from the start, it's a downhill battle.
So
after it's an uphill battle to get out of it. Believe me, I've seen so many businesses go tits up because they get their taxes wrong.
I just am like, even for me, I'm constantly well, because I'm learning. I'm like, in my mind, I feel like we're learning at the same pace, like me and the kids, or even my nephews and nieces. Because I'm like, you know, when I feel like it's happened to me where the boys are using like slang words, and I'm just using the boys as examples, but they're using slang words, and I'm like, I still use it, and I'm like, did that just happen? Like, did that? I feel like an adult now because they're using words that I don't know, I guess, you know. So it's actually really buzzy how everyone's developing and what's in the systems that are in place for it. Because, like you said, going back to like running a business in that, I reckon the digital age is going to be, everyone will have their own business because you can, like, literally.
Oh yeah, the
you know,
online
like,
space at the moment and
yeah,
how
is
this sort of coming into play is massive. And
yeah,
you know, you starting to see that now. A lot of startups, a lot of consultancy based businesses where people are consulting. They can do that online and they can run multiple little side hustles. You know, Instagram and TikTok and all of those things are now legitimate income streams. You know, even to the point of things like OnlyFans and those other paid subscription services.
Yeah, like honestly, I've watched some, and this is a massive segue out of it because we're going on to business now. But I've just watched Lance Savali and his crew create their platform, and now it's like, it's not OnlyFans, but they've just created their own website that people subscribe to, and that's all theirs. That's not, there's no middleman to that. There's no media works. There's no and like. Usually people would go to YouTube or go to Facebook or the things, but that if that's a way, and they've honestly, since I've seen them do it, I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? Like, how they've made it happen, and I knew that was possible. I just didn't know how. Right, so now I'm like channeling in, man, because if that's not a possible way, then you know I'm cutting myself short. If that makes sense, you know what I mean?
I mean,
but yeah.
Was it? Is it Tiger? Is that his name? Tiger? What's that
Yeah.
hip hop artist got? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's now launched a platform that is in competition to OnlyFans, and I think OnlyFans takes 20% off the content creator.
Yeah.
And Tiger's one's going to take 7%.
Wow, that's going to be like a switcheroo.
It's all centered around the sort of the R18 adult content, but it's like that's where I think you'll see a lot of it being pushed now, is how do they undercut each other?
Yeah,
you know, because now there's all these platforms that are like, oh well, you can actually just buy this widget, put it on here, now you've created something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty buzzy.
Yeah, real buzzy, and I'm real keen to hear from parents or teachers that want to keep chatting about it, because I think it's a good conversation, anyways. But yeah, that's it. So let's go day 3 of our song challenge. What song reminds you of summer? Might have to, like, you know, it's actually a really nice day today.
It's a really nice day.
I'm like looking out and I'm like, oh, this is the vibe. So a day that reminds you of summer. Let us know in the comment section your song. What's your song, bro?
Here we go. Let's see if I can play it.
Oh, tune. That is.
Funny enough, it's called Summertime.
I was like, Corey just picked that song. That was his song too.
Yeah. Summertime. Yeah.
That's like open roads, window down. Stop. That just gets me in the feels for summer. My song, if you know me, you know I love Fat Freddy's Drop, and this one is an absolute classic. I think it's like on one of their first albums, but it's the song that actually you could play it for me in any mood. Summer, it just gets blast. But it is Roadie by. Yeah, can you hear it? So good when I know you're skanking. This one with Lady Six. Oh, I'm done. Summer get me a Corona. Let's get a rugby ball. Go throw it on the beach. Absolute black banger. And like, what a good day. I'm going to be blasting this whole playlist today. But that is my song for day 3. Bringing back some memories, eh?
Oh yeah, that was 2011. I remember listening to that particular song, "Summertime," and that album, and I was at a wedding in Blenheim. Oh yeah, and I remember sitting down there. I think this album had just come out maybe a week or so before, and we were listening to it as we were getting dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I distinctly remember it.
I love songs that can like take you back to moments like that. It's actually so powerful. So powerful. But that's our song for day 3. What do we got for tomorrow?
4 is? All right, it is by an artist you want to hang out with.
Oh,
did it have to be alive, or can it be in the past?
Go, yeah, anyone, if they're dead or alive, because that would be epic. So that's day 14. Make sure you got that one ready for tomorrow. But what was I going to say? It's our song. What else we got? How did you go day 1 yesterday, bro?
I did really well. I must admit, in saying that though, I was about to go to sleep and was like, shit, I haven't read my book. So I got up and read my book and did that. But other than that, no, I did everything. I obviously didn't have any pies because can't get pies. So that's okay. And then everything else was sweet. My Fitness Pal, I've been logging that. Nice. And it was really interesting just to see kind of like, oh yeah, normally I'd go in for a snack, but I didn't. So that was quite interesting. And I had to play with some pea protein, which I probably won't do again ever. That's so disgusting. Though you vegan people who like pea isolate protein, you need your head red because this is not right.
Yeah,
it just didn't sit well. It was not cool. But other than that, it was a good day. And what was really cool was that I got heaps of messages, and without a word of a lie, probably 30 to 40 different people emailing me and messaging me about the 75 challenge, and not particularly part of our gym either, who are doing it, and then they were sharing their stuff. So that was really cool and quite a, and seeing some hidden talents for some people who
I saw that as well.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, I didn't realize you're a bit of an artist. So, so hopefully that inspires people to do some stuff. What about yourself?
I honestly seen everyone's post jumping on the kaupapa of it. It honestly was motivating. And day 1, I can honestly say, and like, it was real bit weird. It's because we've put it out into the universe. It's like we were all aware. Like you said, the snacking thing. Like, I didn't get tempted to go for a snack. The only thing that I would probably change is I must have been so excited in the morning, like, oh, day 1, oh, day 1, oh, day 1. And then it was like, I still got to go for my 5K walk. Holy shit, I've got to do this at like 7 o'clock at night. And then, and then it was just little things like that I was like, no, I started my day with my walk. And, I got too excited yesterday that it made me plan better today. So that was a learning curve. Yeah, and that was just the learning curve that I'm grateful for, that it was on day 1. I didn't give up. It wasn't like a frustrating thing. The only thing I want to say though, and this is like, this is still staying on the 75 challenge, but I'm just going to go a little bit outside of it, and just how frustrating it is that because I'm a girl, that I kind of am scared to walk at night, and I shouldn't have to feel scared. And so I was having like these full-on like scenarios in my head where I was like, someone's going to attack me, and if they attack me, I'm gonna scream at them, and I'm gonna be like, oh, like I was full on creating these scenarios like, no one's gonna get me, like, and then I was like, why am I having these thoughts? These shouldn't be thoughts walking around Tall Bay, like, and not gonna lie, I got to the end of this roundabout and there was these 2 little like hoodlum boys, and I was like, oh, I'm getting ready. I'm gonna be throwing hands, like not even listening to my motivational podcast. And I was like,
ready to throw hands.
I was like, man, and then I just saw this little old lady walking past, and I was like, no way this lady's walking by herself. So I was like, I was in the middle of the road too, and she was on the footpath, and I was like, are you all good? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, just be careful because, you know, we're both female and there's 2 fellas over there. And like just that whole thought process of having to worry really infuriates me. So I think I'm going to get I'm going to make a high vis saying, you better get me or I'll get you first. So if someone comes and attacks me, they'll read it. They might read it and they'll be like, oh, nah. So that was my lesson out of that was plan my walks in the day. And yeah, so that was my little tangent that I went on because I had to walk at night. So other than that, going back to the actual main reason what we were talking about, day 1 in the bag and stoked about it. Yeah, and stoked about it. Like really.
Do you carry a flashlight?
No, I had my phone, but I'm like, sure.
You should get like a flashlight. This is one of the things that they teach at self-defense classes. Is if you have a flashlight and not just that's a flashlight, because you can use it as a weapon, and because there's light, and all of a sudden if someone's seeing it and then they stop seeing it, it's a warning in case something's just happened. Yeah, but you could utilize that, or if you've got a set of keys. Oh yeah, I was like, I'm going to take my So so as you walk, you have your keys in your hand like that, but you have the end of the key just sticking out. Yeah. So that you can just go like that, and you can slice someone's face. Yeah. See, and that. But why should I have to worry about that? Because if it was you wouldn't have to worry about that. That's the part that gets me. I still worry about that. Oh, do you? Of course I do. Yeah. Every time I go down anywhere, there's no lighting in there. I'm still because it doesn't matter. It's obviously heightened because it happens more to females. Yeah. But guys, it's still the same. It's not a pleasant experience going down somewhere it's really dark and you can't see what's the left and right of you. Yeah. I still get really nervous, even if I've got the dog with me. Yeah. She's blind as a bat. That's what I think I need. I need a puppy. No. Yeah. No, but going back to it. Going back to it, 75. I'm really stoked to see it all unfold for everyone, and honestly, so inspiring that everyone has jumped on it because, like I said yesterday, this is about you. This is like this is about me. This isn't, and yours is about you. This isn't about anything else, anyone else. And you can only put as much pressure on yourself as you can. But you know, these are just implementing good things for you to get those mean as gains. But yeah, let's lighten the mood a little because I got a little bit aggressive. But so send us your would you rathers. Just quickly, look what I've discovered. What? Oh yeah. Junk brands. So this is great for people who are bald and don't want to wear a hat because then the hat gets too sweaty after training and then they can't wear the hat again. You wear something like this. It's like a bandana-esque and you can train. It soaks up the sweat. Yeah. And then you can take it off and then you can put a hat on and it's fresh and it just balls up like that. Bang. So no sweat drips. Oh, you might get like the odd, but not much. And so like you see a lot of the CrossFit Games guys, people with like big buffy hair and that sort of stuff, wear these types of things to help them. It's just another way instead of having to wear a hat. Put it back on. I'm like, put it back on. And what does it say on it? Thunder Bro. Do we go ears in or ears out? No, ears like it just sits in behind the ears. But you can get different ones. You can get ones that are actually like bandana, so they got like the little bandana tail at the back. Yeah. So you get those ones. You can get ones that have got like the afro or the big hair, so it's a little bit thicker. Yeah. So you can get those and there's heaps of different designs. You can get Harry Potter ones, you can get Marvel ones, DC ones. Is this your new like sock? Is this like your new socks? Yeah. Obsession. Yeah. Oh wow. Wow, this is going to be fun. I can't wait till you make an 808 one. That's what you can do. Brought to you by Suzanne. See, they all wear them. See, Amanda Barnhart, Shanna Smith, Noah Olsen, they all wear them. So it is like a Noah Olsen headband. Yeah. I've seen him. And everyone used to go to me, why would you want to wear those socks? Why don't you get Kmart socks? Now everyone buys stance socks. Everyone mocks me about these, but we'll guarantee by the end of the year, half a dozen of you will be wearing them. He said it. Trendsetter. All right, send us your would you rathers. Yeah, send us your would you rathers, fam. Would you rather? I am so sold on this. Yeah, dude, but I'm surprised you're not actually sold on
underwear? Like, or is it like
I
for a
am. I
man?
am. No, I am, but I just haven't found the
Right.
Under Armour ones I've got at the moment. As you know, they've been going for 6 years and they're still going strong. So it'd be hard to find underwear that can compete to that level. I have
Right.
tried stance underwear and they've actually always ripped. So
What about Nobby? I heard that Nobby were good.
I have to check them out.
And like I really like their concept, like that business concept of how you subscribe to them so you get a new pair every month. Like if Stance jumped on that, I would be all on that Stance.
Oh, they do. Stance do a box
What a
every month.
subscription?
Yeah.
Oh, shouldn't have told me that. Shouldn't have told me that. Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Bloody
Yes,
hell,
they
bloody
do
hell.
it. Yeah.
But
100%.
yeah, let's do.
All right, I'll get us a would you rather.
Yeah, get us a would you rather. Bet you they'll all start flying in.
Right. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
Probably dance.
Yeah, I can imagine you just dancing.
Yeah, I could have combos and just be boogieing. Oh my god, there's a video that I shared yesterday on my story of this little girl just ripping shit. Yeah, don't even go. I mean, if you haven't seen it, go on my story and watch the video.
Would
Look,
you
the
rather
girls have
lose your sight or your memories?
sight all day. After watching that movie the series C, I would rather go blind because those senses are out the gate. Look, Fee just put, would you rather be able to live forever or be able to fly?
I'd rather fly, I think.
Yeah, that'd be pretty freaking
That'd
cool.
be
Yeah,
dope.
I'd go fly too. Living forever would suck.
Oh, here's a good one. Would you
Go on.
rather be an extra in an Oscar-winning movie
Yeah.
or the lead in a box office bomb?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, I would rather probably be the extra. But see, if you were to say, would you rather be the villain in a box office or the no, I just had it. Because I reckon being a villain on a movie would be like one thing that sticks to my mind is Uncle Bully on Once More Warriors, Cliff Curtis.
Oh, yeah.
That character, I can't unsee. Miss Trunchbull from Matilda, can't unsee that character either. Would you rather have music stripped away from your life or movies? Movies all day.
Would you rather be royalty 100,000? Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or an average person today?
Oh, royalty. My ancestors were royalty. Yeah.
I don't
but
know.
what? What?
Just,
what are you conflicted with?
Could you imagine like 1,000 years ago, you didn't have things like toothpaste and toothbrushes and, like
but that's because you had like big gold chains and like big gems in your ears, and I'm thinking of like Egyptian style.
Yeah, true. Last one. Would you rather have a sing-off with Ariana Grande or a dance-off with Rihanna?
Say that again. A dance-off.
Would you rather have a sing-off with Ariana Grande or a dance-off with Rihanna?
Oh, I've got to probably go with Riri. Yeah, she is my favorite like brown girl. One more time. She is. What would you do? Sing off with Ariana?
100%. I'd smoke it.
All right, team.
I'd throw a Barry White on it.
Yeah, with your headband. I'm gonna round us up with quote of the day. This is a very good one for what day is it? Thursday. Forgot what day it is. 3:02. Every time you are tempted to react in the same old way, ask if you want to be a prisoner of the past or a pioneer of the future.
The future. Nice.
That is your quote of the day this morning, this fine morning. Thank you for joining us for your 30 minutes of banter session with us, and we will see you tomorrow with more good vibes, day 4 of our songs. And if you want us to have a chat, have a yarn about anything, I mean, like, look how much of a tangent we went on about the school thing and everything else, hit us in the DMs. We'll have a convo about it. But other than that,
100%.
have a good day, team. Day 275. We've got this. Have a good day, bro.
Laters.
Peace.
I better actually end the broadcast. There you go.